declare open this congregation of the University of Sussex. I'm delighted as Chancellor to welcome you formally to this graduation ceremony. The warmest of welcomes to our honoured guests, our distinguished faculty members, and to those of the professional services here at Sussex. But the warmest of welcomes are for you, our graduands, and your families and friends that join you here today. And also to family and friends who couldn't be here today and are watching on live stream around the world. To you I say, bonjour, willkommen, como estai, hola, dobry den, privyet, marhaba, salam alaikum, jambo, shalom, namaskar, ni hao, konnichiwa, oi, hey, hi, howdy, and hello. It's a profound honour for us that you chose Sussex as your place of study, and that, as I've just illustrated through my masterful Googling of greetings in other languages, graduands from all over the world will be receiving their degrees at these ceremonies. One of the guiding principles of the university was that it should be a forum for ideas beyond more conventional lines, embracing concepts and experiences from different backgrounds, cultures and belief systems, and then combining these with the best of our own thoughts. Realizing that invention and innovation has no color, gender, or creed, hence the breaking down of barriers between subjects and an interdisciplinary approach to teaching. The simple fact that all of you, our homegrown and foreign students, study together, live together, celebrate together, protest together, whinge together, and solve problems together, that continues to give me the greatest hope and the total belief that we're always, always stronger together. To all of our students, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for making us a truly global university and the third best in the UK for career prospects. Some of you will be going on to further academic study, but for the majority of you, today will mark the end of your formal education. A story that began all those years ago on that first day of nursery or kindergarten, as you cried with confusion as your parents abandoned you. They then pretended to look upset and went home and had a party. Through all those years of early school where you brought home your art, splodges of misshapen paint with glitter and cotton wool stuck to it, that your family treated like it was a Jackson Pollock and put it up on the kitchen wall. And over the years, you continued to bring home these pastel abominations. And it's safe to say that your families treated all of them as a load of Pollocks. The art thing reminds me of a story that I really like. So there's a little girl, she's about 5 years old, and she's in class and she's drawing. And the teacher said to her, "What are you drawing?" And the little girl said, "I'm drawing God." And the teacher said, "Well, that's really interesting because nobody knows what God looks like." And the little girl said, "They will in a minute." Back to you. Then came the glory of your teenage years, when parts of your body began to grow without warning. You started slamming doors without reason. Your parents transformed from good old mum and dad to some sort of uncool alien taxi service hybrid whose only agenda was to embarrass you. And in response, how we were all delighted as you discovered sarcasm. Yeah, we were like really thrilled. And then came Sussex. And I know that many of you have had to be particularly strong to get to this day, struggling to balance your studies with home life, in some cases whilst raising children, experiencing loss and sickness, and trying to survive on overdrafts, loans, or family help, battling not just self-doubt, but on occasion the doubts of others. But you didn't give up, you didn't give in, and you've seen it through to this glorious day. And it is your perseverance, your focus and sacrifice that we are celebrating here today. Although Freshers' Week is a great time for the university with all the new arrivals, it is the graduation ceremonies that are the highlight of our year. As I said, for many of you, today will mark the end of your academic adventure, an adventure that will end on this stage. A name will be read out, hopefully approximating to yours. And you will take the mere 20 steps or so across this stage, terrified that you're going to lose your hat, your mortarboard, wondering whether the heels was a good idea after all. wondering whether your flies are open. It's happened. And praying that you don't trip over your gown and land up in the lap of someone in the front row. But what an array of laps we have for you today. Look at that, if you decide to take that option. Actually, just generally looking at the stage, it's pretty impressive. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy meets 50 Shades of Grey. If you've been up here before, then you know the drill, but if you haven't, just to remind you that on a technical note, you haven't got your degrees yet. You are graduands, not graduates. And you getting your degree may just depend on how much love you show me when you come up here. What a shame it would be to put in all those years of effort, toil and sacrifice just to screw up at the last minute because you couldn't be bothered to give your Chancellor a little love. So basically, no love for the Chancellor, no degree. Sorry. But this is your day, so feel free to express yourself within the bounds of legality and good taste, obviously. Hugs, handshakes, fist bumps, dancing, dabbing, all fine by me. All good for me. Family and friends, this is your day too, and the perfect opportunity for you all to embarrass your loved ones when they come up here. So feel free to turn this sedate, important, reflective moment into rock and roll. And whoop, applaud, make as much noise as you can when your star crosses this stage. Now, on occasion, I do know that there are students who come here who haven't got family and friends here, and to you I just want to say today, I'll be your family or friend, so you're not alone. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor to address the congregation.
Chancellor, Madam Deputy Mayor, distinguished guests, members of the university, supporters, friends, but most especially graduands, a very warm welcome to this very special occasion in this spectacular setting. Today, you will become a graduate of the University of Sussex. Our great university was founded in 1961 to foster innovative thinking and creative minds. Our first Vice-Chancellor, John Fulton, explained at an early graduation ceremony that there must be something magical in the air of Sussex that provides fruitful soil for ingenious and original invention. Over 50 years later, this still remains true. I started at Sussex almost a year ago in September, and since then, I've loved meeting with students who retain this same magical spirit. You, the graduate sitting here today, are the embodiment of the energy, the hope, and the possibility that I have the pleasure to see every day. And it's a real pleasure and a real privilege for me to be able to celebrate today with you. Almost every week over the last year, I've heard about students who've achieved great things. This is often quietly contributing to our local communities through voluntary work in schools or things as prosaic as cleaning up the local streets, but often also through more visible sporting, academic, and political activity. The range of musical and dramatic contributions by students at the Attenborough Centre has been fantastic to see, and I'm not even going to mention the memes. Today's ceremony represents the culmination of your hard work. Along the way, there'll have been personal sacrifice, many moments of joy, and the development of friendships that will last you a lifetime. So those of you who are graduating today have done most of the hard work, but you've benefited from the support of your family, your friends, and the academics behind me and in the school. And I wonder whether the graduands would like to share their appreciation for everybody who's got them here today. Now, I guess that for some of you here today, the future will feel really exciting. But for almost everybody, this excitement will be tinged with some apprehension. But whether you've already got a job, whether you're going to take time to explore this fantastic world of ours, or whether you're looking for your next opportunity, you should be confident that you have all earned a degree that holds real value. You're leaving a university with an outstanding global reputation. And Sussex graduates are sought out because you have acquired not only knowledge and skills, but because our education develops your abilities to think creatively, to work across boundaries, and to understand the true importance of a global perspective. You've been taught by some of the leading figures in psychology, and they brought their insights from scholarship and their cutting-edge research into our classrooms, our laboratories, and our lecture theatres. Now, over the course of the week, we will have awarded degrees to over 3,800 finalists from 106 different countries. For each one of you, there'll be things that stand out as special, but probably for each one of you, you'll have different ideas as what was special during your time with us. Students here in the School of Psychology have so much to be proud of. Our academics in the school make a real difference. This is locally. Sam Cartwright-Hatton is reviewing and transforming the support for mental health services in the university. Alison Pike is well known as a media staff for the fantastic programme The Secret Life of 1-year-olds, 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds and so on. Gordon Harold's work is making major changes to the way that we support youth and adolescent mental health in the UK and internationally, and I could just mention just about everybody else in the school. This is a tremendous and phenomenal set of academics that you've been privileged to be led by. And you students have so much to look forward to. The Guardian University Guide for this year ranked the School of Psychology as being first in the UK for graduate job prospects. Your futures look very bright indeed. But today, we mark the beginning of a new chapter in your lives. In the years ahead, in the hard times and the good, remember the wonderful education you've received here at Sussex. Remember the good times at the beach or wandering around the lanes. Remember the friends you've made, the societies you joined, the sports you played, and the many, many moments of fun that you've had along the way. And you will leave today as a graduate of the University of Sussex, joining a community of 150,000 alumni in 195 different countries around the world. That's almost an entire map of the world, and we haven't yet found anybody in North Korea. So if you come across somebody, please let us know. Whatever your future holds, though, you'll always be welcome back to our beautiful campus in our wonderful city. But in the meantime, as you cherish the past, go out into the world, take some of the magical Sussex air with you, make the future, and make us as proud again as we are today. Thank you very much. I call upon the head of the School of Psychology, Professor Tom Ormerod.
Chancellor, I will now present to you, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Nana Azilrod. Leah Adams. Jordan Albury-Reinman. Yasmin Arahin Aqua. Nominated for the Experimental Psychology Society and British Science Association Undergraduate Project Prize 2017, and also awarded the Stuart Sutherland Prize for an outstanding third-year project, Maddie Atkinson. Sin Hai Ao. Millie Borkham. Lily Baxter. Kitty Bays. Sage Beckingham. Georgia Bell. Alexandra Bottle. Andriana Budaraki. Georgia Butiku. Gemma Bradford. Kai Brathwaite. Erin Brennan. Vienna Bruce. Chloe Buttery. Chloe Campbell. Georgia Caradonna. Olivia Casey Howarth. Chak Hai Chen. Nicholas Chen. Yi Chen. Priyanka Kimberly Chandrabalan. Josie Chapman. Ho Cha. Honwin Chenin. Pak Wai Chow. Jonathan Clayton. Eden Collett. Danielle Cook. Emma Corlett. Christopher Crane. Anna Cutteridge. Esme Daniels. Lucy Davey. Bethany Dickinson. Joy Doherty. Natalie Drays. Afifa Fatima. Callum Ferguson. Holly Fifield. Helen Findlay. Amy Fitzgerald. Eleanor Forshaw. Catherine Francis. Andrea Furtado. Rachel Gallagher. Alberto Hamboa Lorente. Hannah Gilding. Hannah Gilligan. Lauren Griven. May Grimes. Adin Grimstar. Ellen Griffith. Lewis Hancock. Jessica Harmer. Ella Harvey. Ellis Hatch. Sophie Heselton. Yuhong Clement Ho. Catherine Hodgetts. Thomas Hoppe. Ya No Ha. Sophie Hughes. Hina Ayanat. Catherine Jarrold. Amrita Johal. Cherise John. Benjamin Khan. Phoebe Kent. Sarah Kingsmill. Bells Kirby. Panagiota May Kontopoulou. Chun Kwawang. Youssef Labib. Chinchi Lamu. Tinzing Bililan. Daria Lebedeva. Jonathan Line. Kirsty Linfoot. Karton Low. Phoebe Lowe. Oliver Lovick. Keisha Lowry. Judith Luxmore. Phoebe Lynch. Nicole Manchester. Zakaria Marouf. Gunit Matoda. Francis Mayle. Alice MacDonald. Sally McKean. Leah Maisel. Sophie Mayer Whitting. Paloma Michael Ceballia. Amonrat Muchai. Stephanie Moore. Arabella Moyes. Alexandru Negut. Ching Lam In. Emily Norley. Ashley O'Dill. Louisa Pakenham Walsh. Lydia Palmer Walsh. Antonios Panagiotou. Eftikia Papakonstantinou. Kashina Payang. Naomi Pauling. Abigail Pike. Eunice Power. Amber Qureshi. Caitlin Rabone. Chloe Ratcliffe Schofield. Abigail Redfern. Claire Richardson. Elsa Richmond Seaton. Grace Robinson. Sadie Riddell. Sophie Ruller. Corinne Rose. Madeline Rose. Emma Scales. Jasmine Sherwood. Kieran Shrimpton. Danielle Smith. Darcy Smith. Ellie Smith. Jessica Smith. Lucy Smith. Chloe Snell. Sophie Spence. Laura Spink. Chloe Stacey. Hannah Strom-Pedersen. Heather Sutherland. Jacob Sweetland. Laura Talbot. Faye Tatham. Carl Taylor. Henrietta Taylor. Annabelle Thomas. Melissa Townsend. Sophie Toy. Michael Tregena. Lily Truman. Anastasia Eleni Tsatsanou. Ella Valance. Serpil Varoglu. Evgeny Vasilets. Theodora Vitelis. Shana Waller. Woon Si-wan. Sophie Warland. James Watson. Anna Westbrook. Joshua Whitehouse. Leanne Willard. Emily Wilmore. Emily Wilson. Barbary Olawatusenwiwa. Weng Hai Wo. Holly Woodley. Rachel Wyeth. Francis Yelf. Rebecca Young. Leigh Zinsky. For psychology, with a professional placement year, Elena Alicia. Imogen Campbell. Rebecca Fisher. Amy Howes. Lauren Maddock. For psychology with a study abroad year, Jessica Conlon. Also awarded the Mike Scaife Prize for the Best Third Year Project in the area of Cognition, Learning and Innovative Technology, and also nominated for the Tony Gale Memorial Prize, BBS Wessex Branch, for the Best Third Year Project, Hannah Cox. Millicent Darby. Lily Hassel. Anne-Marie Haycox. Sophie Hyatt. Emily King. Eleanor Lewis. Kinal Mahidya. Victoria Malone. Harriet McElroy. Alicia Miranda. Jordan Neal. Holly Panther. Ruth Reynolds. Joseph Rothwell. Jessica Turnbull. Lucy Vinson. Craig. Bethan Woolridge. For psychology with American Studies, Zoe Ambrazuska. Josephine Beavis. Rachel Chivers. Ellen Leary. Holly Smith.
So, Chancellor, you have now met all of the graduands being presented to you at this ceremony, and the time has come for the formal conferment of degrees of the University of Sussex. Can I therefore ask you to confer their degrees on those presented to you, and to those other graduands who have indicated their wish to graduate in absentia at this ceremony?
I formally confer degrees on all those just mentioned by the Vice-Chancellor. Congratulations, graduates. Thank you for your very kind words, Adam. I feel that I should clarify a full frontal kiss. It's one of those phrases that leaves more to the imagination than one would want. It was on the lips. Just in case some of you, I know, were wondering. Well, that was just fantastic. What a great ceremony. Congratulations, everybody. Just a kind of a house note, if you want a photograph with any of the stage party, by the way, just go to the reception afterwards, and apparently all you have to do is ask. So there you go, I'm just letting you know. So graduates, as your time here at Sussex draws to a close, we hope that you will keep us in your hearts and thoughts and remain connected to us as alumni. Apart from being a kind of important and sympathetic touch point for first-time students arriving here, it's also a great way to remain connected to each other, to the university and to your schools, and with the city of Brighton. Brighton, which is now in the Premiership. Right. I support Liverpool, but anyway, it's... But I'm happy Brighton in the Premiership. Whatever your next step is, I wish you the very best. So in closing a ceremony, the Chancellor of the University is supposed to say something inspiring or impart some words of wisdom. This is awkward. But the only thing I truly, really know is how little I know. Some time back, a guy tweeted, and I wrote it down, "Chancellors of university know nothing. The Chancellor of Sussex is Sanjeev Bhaskar, WTF." Why the World Trade Federation got involved, I have absolutely no idea. Maybe it's the Wombat Training Forum. Either way, I've done nothing to those organisations. But in truth, I agree with that tweeter. I really don't know much at all. I try to correct that by knowing something each day. But then it struck me there is one thing. Of course, there's one thing I know way more than him, and that's what it's like to be a Chancellor. Boom. So... other than an opportunity for me to do a mic drop, it also just highlights actually that people think they may be insulting you, but actually no one is going to know you better than you. So that's always going to make you unique. Two of the things that it strikes me that preoccupy us a lot, and particularly on days like this where one phase of your life is kind of ending and another one is just about to begin. There's a couple of fears that preoccupy us, and that's the fear of failure and the fear of the future. The fear of failure first. I've felt like a failure loads of times in my life, but now when I think about it, I think, well, whose definition of failure was I using? It wasn't mine. I'm pretty sure of that. It was other people's. I'm pretty sure I didn't choose them and say, hey, you, could you define failure and then tell me I am one, please? I certainly didn't do that as well. Why? Why would we use other people's definitions of failure? And it's very rude. I mean, if you haven't succeeded at something, there's often a chance that you can have another go. So you could have another go. I mean, Thomas Edison didn't make a light bulb hundreds of times before he made one. And in fact, Thomas Edison said, I failed my way to success. And I think what that means is that, and what he was saying was that no experience was wasted. And I think that's true. I think all of our experiences are vital. They're all filed away, waiting to come to our assistance. Days, weeks, months, years later. And that doesn't strike me as a failure. It took me 10 years to find something that I really enjoyed doing, and I was lucky enough to make a living from it. But I look at a chunk of that time now, and I was really miserable. I had to move back in my parents. I was in debt. But now, when I think about all of that, all of those are incredibly valuable experiences. One of the things I remember when I was in debt, I said to myself was, I'm never going to be in debt again. And I haven't. And I just learned from that experience. All of those things moved me forward in some way. And really, with anything, if you're not enjoying something, then what are you learning from it? And if you're not enjoying it and you're not learning from it, then why are you doing it? Stop, move on, do something else. And I realized I've always been surrounded by the best resource that there possibly can be, which is other people and other people's experiences. The biggest failing surely is to not listen to and learn from those people who've walked our paths and have made our mistakes, and in addition to which are willing to give us time and to help us. Sometimes the solution to a problem is waiting. It's hiding behind your next mistake. Until you make that mistake, the solution will not reveal itself. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. Just make sure that each mistake you make is a new one. Somebody who keeps making the same mistakes is an idiot. But also be generous about other people's mistakes as well. A friend of mine said this to me once, and it really stayed with me. And he said, somebody could say and be right about one thing that could change your world and change the world, and could be wrong about every other thing. So hear people out. There's a story about solutions and struggles and all that kind of stuff. So this is from a film. But there's two mice, and they fall into a bowl of cream. And it's a very deep bowl, and there's lots of cream in it. And it's impossible to get out. And one mouse just looks up and thinks, impossible, gives up and drowns. And the other mouse splashes around and thrashes around and struggles and splashes and thrashes until all the cream is churned into butter, and he just steps out of the bowl. Sometimes the struggle is the solution. I was also thinking about what university taught me, because so many of you will be moving on. It certainly taught me how to learn. It taught me to value the application of that learning, to challenge ideas and conventions with debate and information than merely opposing it on grounds of cynicism or dogma. And all the experiences I had at university, in and out of the classroom, good, bad, indifferent, small, big, have all played such a big part in my life, much bigger than merely getting a job. And if you shared a house, then all those details about whose turn it was to buy the milk, or the washing up rotors, whose turn it was to do the washing up, all those long debates about the meaning of life. Why are we here? Why are you wearing that? Is that a hat or your hair? Well, maybe not those last couple, but you know what I mean, long conversations. And also relationships that you have in university that, in a way, almost seem to mirror the seasons in a year. You have the first flushes of spring when you start going out with someone, through to the summer of romance where love conquers all, and then through the autumn of drifting apart, and then the chill winter of breaking up. But then you realize that in the autumn, she'd already started going out with Carlos because he had a pilot's license and also a flash card that his dad gave him, so that was winter. And actually in the summer, she didn't come to Tony's party, and she probably didn't love you then either, so that was winter as well. And actually in the spring, you turned down Rosie so you could go out with her, so actually that was winter. So basically, you have had a whole year of winter, but ultimately it doesn't matter because 3 months later, Carlos left her, and 10 years later, I was on the telly, so speaking generally, of course. So on to the fear of the future. There's a lot of, think of the future, what about your future, plan for the future, and there's nothing wrong with that in my opinion at all, unless it leads to a fear of the future. So we can all agree that the future hasn't happened yet. There may be pointers today where it may go, but it hasn't happened yet. But sometimes the fear of that unknown can be crippling. It can lead to a paralysis in the present, a paralysis physically, but also of ambition, of thought, of action, of dream, and that, to me, is a problem. None of us really know where our lives are going to go, and what I've worked out from experience is that that doesn't necessarily mean, the not knowing, that it's going to be bad. So in my experience, I alluded to this a few moments ago, but at the age of 30, I was in debt, having sued my then employers for breach of contract, and they countersued, and so for 2 years, I couldn't get any kind of job at all. No job at all. I was 30 years old, and my debts then spiraled. That's when I moved back in with my parents. My peers were all kind of advancing in their careers and advancing in their lives generally. Some had bought houses, some had got married, and here was I sitting at home, not being able to do anything. And I was about 3 or 4 months, I was really, really kind of down. And then I thought, I've got to do something. So I went to my local hospital and I volunteered there, and I got involved in various things there. So 2 days a week I would go there to volunteer. And then I rang a friend of mine who's a musician, and I said, look, you're not doing anything at the moment. Why don't we just hang out and come up with stuff and be creative, and it'll be fun. And so we did that, and we put together a few things, and we started performing them in little art centres, tiny little studio spaces. And that was all at about 31-ish, 30 to 31. And by 33, I was in an award-winning TV show and embarking on the most incredible, fantastical life and career. I could not have seen that a year before. A year before, there was no sign of that. So, the future is unpredictable, but could be good. Going back further, and some of you may know this, that Sussex University was my first choice when I was applying to universities. UCA form, number 1, Sussex. Didn't want to go anywhere else. This is the place. Didn't get in. Got rejected. Apparently my grades weren't good enough. So I took my business elsewhere. That taught them. And I waited. And I waited until all those who were responsible for me not getting in had either retired, been deported, were in prison, or had just become plain dead, and I got back in as Chancellor, so hey! No, my point being... no, really, my point being... No, my point being, I couldn't. I was pushing it the second time. Hey! Caught myself out. Unpredictable. I could have never have guessed, when I got that rejection letter and how down I felt. that years later I would be here sharing this fantastic day and this fantastic ceremony with you guys. It's just, that's mind-blowing to me. Future, unpredictable, not so bad. So when I look back now, I no longer see a period of abject failure as I did then. I see an unconscious gathering of experiences, an education in life matters that highlight the importance of your choices, the importance of choosing compassion, of choosing positivity, of choosing kind of like positive people around you. I now surround myself with as many successful people as I can, as much of the time as I can. And obviously I don't mean money, because one day you can have it and another day you don't. To me, the successful people are the ones that found a way of expressing their humanity, no matter what their personal predicament might be. As Maya Angelou, the great American poet, said, people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. People will never forget the way you made them feel. And those are sense memories, and those are the ones that last. Those are the ones we carry around with us. And now, through all of that, when I look back, I don't see the loser I thought I was back then. I don't see the loser that other people were very happy to tell me I was back then. I see that I was success in waiting. I just didn't know it. So don't define yourself by a bad day. If you've had a bad day, a bad week, a bad month, or a bad year, don't define yourself by that. I had a bad decade once. I came out of it. Seriously, I define myself not by somebody who goes through hard times. I define myself as somebody who comes out of them. And there's a subtle difference between the two, but an important one, I think. You know, we're all creative beings. So if we're of a mind, we can create a better self, you know, every day, every hour, every minute. So don't skimp on your dreams. Einstein said that logic can take you from A to B. Your imagination can take you anywhere. One of the other things that I think that is kind of important, useful to know at the moment in these days of alternative facts. You know, mainly used by one person. I can't say who, you know, it's him. Very bad. Sad. But, you know, and I made a note of some comparisons, because so much of opinion is now presented as fact. So you are all graduates. That's a fact. This has been a great day, much as though, I hope we all agree, it's still an opinion. Brexit is good for us. That is an opinion. Breakfast is good for us. That's a fact. One Direction are the greatest band in history. It's an opinion. The Beatles are the greatest band in history. That's a fact. I am friends with Hugh Jackman. Fact. Hugh Jackman is friends with me. Opinion. And what's this? Donald Trump is a total, I can't read my last line, but it's a fact. That I do know. So graduates, use your kindness, your humor, your intelligence, your compassion, your patience to challenge and question dogma, to hold those in power to account. Not to win an argument, but to enlighten the situation, to enlighten yourself as much as anyone else. Use your considerable powers to be convincing whilst being open to being convinced. Surround yourself with joy, love, positivity, and people who will challenge you. Be a better you whenever you get the chance. Just a few sayings to see us out for the road. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so always listen twice as much as you speak. Oscar Wilde said, "Be yourself. Everyone else is taken." And the old proverb, too many cooks will still not make enough food for an Asian wedding. It's... Might have made that up. Thank you, everybody, for allowing me to be part of your incredible day. Go, be brilliant, be funny, be kind, be creative. Never, never give up. I wish you all good fortune and happiness in everything you do. I officially declare this graduation closed.